Hello and welcome to Bringing the Cloud Back Down to Earth. So basically in these YouTube videos we'll be looking at multiple different Microsoft technologies where I can look at assisting you in some of the most usual things and maybe unusual things that you may come across within your daily life. And in today's video I'm going to show you how to configure your Windows 10 devices via Microsoft Endpoint Manager with approved corporate lock screen and desktop backgrounds. Now let's fire up the Microsoft Endpoint Manager dashboard and start configuring your environment. So first of all, let's head over to exactly the right location for configuring your desktop backgrounds and lock screen. So we head into devices. We can either go via Windows or just come straight into configuration profiles. And now you can see here that I already have a number of profiles already created for my own environment. So what I'm going to do is basically create from scratch so you get to see it from end to end. So I'm now going to go create profile. So the required platform, which is Windows 10 or later, and then select device restrictions. I'm now going to give it a name, so Windows 10 desktop and lock screen backgrounds. I always recommend basically putting a description here to define obviously what you're actually doing within this particular profile. So it allows obviously people who haven't configured this to have a quick overview of what work has been done or has been configured and what this applies to. Right, now that we're in the actual configuration settings, where we need to head to is lock screen experience. And in here, you can see it's requesting an image URL. Also, we need to come down into personalization. And again, this is asking for a URL. Because this is a cloud solution, I like to use images from Azure Blob storage. So let's head over there now. So this is my Azure tenancy. I'm going to go into my storage account, into my container, and into my images. So here you can basically upload any particular images that you want to obviously be used against your lock screen and corporate desktop. So I'm going to select this one first of all, copy its unique URL, head back to here, paste that in, and then also select the other one, copy, and drop that into there. Right. Now press next. I'm going to assign this against all my devices, so all physical and virtual machines. Select, next, next. Obviously we can review the configuration that you've done. And now going to create. Now, while this obviously identifies this new policy and applies to the machines, which obviously you can't see here at the moment, I'm now going to take a brief pause and come back in a moment when the devices have picked up this change. So now that I've refreshed my screen, I can actually see all my 4 devices have picked up the new background and lock screen. I can see my 2 virtual machines, which are these desktop devices, as well as obviously my 2 physical laptops as well. Now let's head over to my virtual machines and just double check it has applied. So here's my virtual machines. As you can see, there is my first custom background, which is obviously a lovely picture of the bullring in Birmingham, the UK. And here's my second machine with the same lock screen as well. Now, let's just log into these devices and check the background. Just give it a moment while this obviously logs in. So as we can see on my first desktop machine, it has the correct desktop background, which cannot be modified or changed by an end user. And again, the same on my second desktop machine as well. And just to basically prove the user can't modify, let's go to personalize. As you can see here, the end user is unable to make any modifications because they're all grayed out. And obviously these settings are now managed by your organization. So you can obviously apply this across your organization or apply it across certain groups of machines within your organization. So if you have different departments, or you're a multinational company with 2 different businesses which have 2 different backgrounds, you can manage it all through Microsoft Endpoint Manager and make your life a lot simpler. That concludes this video. I'd like to thank you again for watching. Please do follow me on Twitter and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.